So we've heard about the creation of the all-new Crafter, about its history. We now know where it's going to be produced, what the production target is. Let's now take a look under the skin. What new features does the Crafter have on board? And there's one gentleman who used to be the head of development at Scania, but now he's responsible for technical development at commercial vehicles for Volkswagen. So he's got the perfect expertise for the Crafter as a rolling workplace. Dr. Harald Ludanek, welcome. Welcome, Dr. Ludanek. Well, thank you. What have you got there? Well, I brought a little something for you. You saw that when you came in. This is a grid box based on the Euro pallet, the standard pallet used in logistics. There are a few utensils in there, and in the course of my presentation I'd like to talk about some of them. But let me ask you what you think. How many of such Euro pallets can we fit into the Crafter we're going to see in a minute? The 599 and 259 L3 Crafter. Without any tools, just an empty Crafter? Well, let me tell you, 4 or up to 6 rolling containers, which are very often used in food deliveries or by hotels or laundry services. And you can stack them up to 1.96 meters, just under 2 meters. All of that fits into a Crafter, and there's one derivative that Mr. Oxen talked about, the L5 as we call it, 7.39 meters long and a height of 2.79 meters. There you can fit 9 rolling containers and 6 Euro pallets with a height of 2.20. No problem there, and so the Crafter is the right vehicle for this time, because we know 65% of all transports today in this delivery segment are volume-driven. Only 35% actually achieve the limit of the gross vehicle weight rating. And as Dr. Scholz said, we listened very closely to what our customers have to say. We visited our customers, we talked to them, and many of them use these kinds of utensils, a grid box, A4, binders, flashlights, tools, you name it. Things that must have a storage space in the interior somewhere. So what we need is intelligent storage space. And I can assure you, and I mean, you can try later on, you can try to put these utensils, these things into a Crafter, and I can tell you that there's going to be a space for everything. The Crafter is a new vehicle family. There is no such thing as the Crafter per se, because customers, or different customers, have different requirements. And that is why the Crafter family, includes several derivatives, 3 different lengths between 599, 684 and 739 meters, and 3 different heights, 2.36, 2.59 and 2.79, and the 2 different wheelbases of 3.64 and 4.49. So it's really a space wonder and the right solution for any application. Talking about closed bodies, if you did your math, we can offer 6 basic variants. The smallest one with 9.9 cubic meters, up to the largest one with 18.3 cubic meters of cargo volume. I think we've got the right thing for everyone. 18.3 cubic meters And I can tell you from my own experience that that's enough for a family to move their house. We're living at an age of internet sales, of e-commerce, and here the Crafter is just the right vehicle at the right point in time. In Germany, by the way, since 2010, in the field of internet trade and e-commerce, sales have risen to 44 billion euros. It has doubled in that period. And these parcels, packages, shipments have to be delivered to the end customers. And this is where the Crafter comes in. It's just the right vehicle because we all want fast and efficient deliveries. And it was said before, many goods are picked up again 1 or 2 days later, and of course that has an impact on the delivery chain, from a shipment center to the cities to private households in a fast and environmental delivery chain. But we're not talking about transportation volume here, we're also talking about weight. The Crafter is available for 3.5 tons up to 5.5 tons of gross vehicle weight rating. So customers are not going to visit shops to pick up their goods. We now have an opportunity to deliver goods to our customers, to their private homes. But now let me say a few words about the driver's workplace. When we planned the driver's workplace, we watched the drivers very closely and we listened to their needs and requirements. There's lots of storage space. You can see more than 20 utensils here, and there is a storage space for each and every one of them. I'm talking about the things here in this grid box. And we're particularly proud of the 13-liter storage compartment in the glove box, enough space for an A4 folder. Almost no other competitor has a similar solution. We have also a storage space in the dashboard end to end. It's also easily accessible from the outside. So it allows you to quickly, grab something from the outside. If there's anything you need, we term that the meter box because there is just the right space for a meter. We've got storage spaces for documents, for folders. There are sockets for connecting consumer electronics, a USB interface and an audio interface. Above the instrument cluster to connect your smartphones and tablets easily to the satellite navigation system. In the door panels, there are also storage compartments for water bottles, for warning vests, and of course for tools. The all-new Crafter is a very functional and ergonomic vehicle, and many drivers will be very pleased with it, I'm sure. Incidentally, we also talked to people from the transport trade union, and they also passed the verdict, and it was positive. The Crafter has 7 different seating layouts. I'd like to mention especially the Comfort Plus and the Ergo Active swing seat, which even has the quality mark of the AGR campaign in Germany. There are other clever compartments and features like an adjustable reversing sound. You don't want to get on the nerves of your neighbors, etc. Lots and lots of different features. So the workplace has been designed in such a way that the driver does not get tired when doing his or her job. So it's about stress reduction and also about safe handling and driving. One key element here is the electromechanical steering, available for the first time in this class. This is an absolutely new feature in this segment, because many assistance systems can only be used thanks to this electromechanical steering. This steering system includes sensors of the multifunction camera, ultrasound sensors, the radar, trailer assist, and also the reversing camera. And this is the basis for offering driver assistance systems. Let's now take a closer look at those assistance systems. We can break them down into safety functions, then handling functions and comfort functions. I'd like to give you some examples. For instance, the city emergency braking function. It helps you to avoid rear-end collisions, especially in city driving. Next, park assist makes it easy to park in lengthwise and bay-type parking places, and it also warns the driver of any traffic that comes sideways from behind. Trailer assist makes maneuvering a trailer very easy. Side protection, especially important for the large dimensions of the CD segment. That function will help you to avoid any bumps on the side, things that happen occasionally, especially in city driving. That means you save cost and time for repair works, and I'm sure that this is going to pay off for fleet operators. Many courier services use young, inexperienced drivers today. The ACC system, the lane assist system, and the side wind assist system help them to detect hazardous driving conditions. And all of these functions should be worth a while for the driver and the fleet operator. And later, when we have the press drive, the press launch, you'll be able to get some hands-on experience of these features. Moving on to the engine lineup, there's a 75 kilowatt engine with 300 Newton meters, 103 kilowatt unit delivering 340 Newton meters, and a 2-liter bi-turbo delivering 130 kilowatts and 410 Newton meters. And combined with the manual gearbox or automatic gearbox or an all-wheel drive system, you've got 13 different engine gearbox options. So there's the right solution available for everyone. The TDI family is EA288, and the 2-liter unit has reduced CO2 emissions. In fact, they're down 25 grams per kilometer on the predecessor. That is 1 liter of fuel per 100 kilometers. And this also pays off for the fleet operator. Compared to our competitors, as of today, we're about 15% better. And I can promise you, we're not going to stop there. We're going to achieve further improvements over the next few years. For the gross vehicle weight rating between 3.5 and 5.5 tons, we've got different axle systems. You've got 1.4 or 3.2 tons of payload. So it's 5.5, 3.5, 1.4 to 3.2, and 100. Those are the figures you have to remember. 100, that's 100 millimeters, by which the load floor has been lowered thanks to special axle design for the front transverse engines. And that allows us to use a special type of axle. So the load floor has been lowered by 100 millimeters, And in delivery services, with more than, say, 100 parcels or deliveries per day, that translates into around 6 floors that the driver does not have to climb in a workday. Now, in the interest of time, I think I'm going to stop here. I'm sure you'll want to take a close look at the Crafter, so I will leave it at that. I'll see you again in 2 weeks from now at the Frankfurt Motor Show, but rest assured that the all-new Crafter is a good and viable basis for applications in emergency services, for tradesmen, body converters, and even as a leisure vehicle. So we've got more in the pipeline. Take a close look at the all-new Crafter. Come and see this ergonomic workplace. Come and see and feel the Crafter's dimensions. Tell us your opinions. And you will see and hear more at the Frankfurt Motor Show on the 21st of September this year at our stand in Hall 12. So without further ado, let's see what our hardworking people in Brezhnev, Wolfsburg and Hanover have created. The all-new Crafter.